Restored and Brand New, we'll be demonstrating how to take a damaged photo and be able to restore it to look brand new. As you can see here, once I post this, you'd be able to see some of the work my students have done in the past, and it's been quite dramatic how you can take any photo now and fix any damaged thing. So to start out with, for practice, I'd like you to take a screenshot of this soldier here and then get it into Photoshop. Now you need to make sure you rasterize it so it makes it editable. So what you need to do is, again, just right click on here, go down where it says rasterize layer, which I've already done, and now it's ready to go. Now there's really only two tools that you really be using for this to make major repairs. There's one is called the patch tool, and then the other one is called the healing brush tool. So I'm going to demonstrate the patch tool first. So as you can see in this photo, there's a big rip in here that needs to be taken out. So what we can do is we can carefully draw a circle, and then it has the ant line that's going all the way around it. Now what's nice about Photoshop is we can take what's inside this ant line, click and drag, and move it to somewhere that's pretty much identical. Let it go, and then we can see, hold down Command D to see, probably wouldn't even be able to tell that anything was done here. So these big parts here, you can definitely use the patch tool to fix that. Now, what about this line or this pen mark that is in there? If we go to the healing brush tool, this is kind of unique. What we need to first do, when I click, it's going to ask, we need to hold down the Option key, which then has like this target, and what it's asking for is like an anchor point. Somewhere that wherever we're clicking on, we want that to be matched on whatever's damaged. So let's say, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here on this image. I want to get rid of this line, and I want this spot right here to be clicked on this. So I'm going to hold down Option. I'm going to create a new anchor, and then now I have the new anchor. I can start clicking away to fix this image. Now once you get inside to the face, I'll be honest, it's tricky. But the key is to make sure that you keep moving your anchor point. So if I'm doing the face, obviously if I did this, it's going to look a little different. So I'd probably want to put a new anchor point right here. And then as you can see here, it looks like this. You have to be careful as well that you don't do too much. Too far zoomed in. If you see it like there's this little blur right here, that is a result of me over clicking too much. So two tools that we looked at. The first one was the patch tool. You click and highlight an area, then drag to what you want copied. The other one was the healing brush tool, and that's where you can hold down Option and click an anchor point, and then just start clicking away on the image. So in the assignment, here's what it is. Your goal is to restore an old image to a brand new masterpiece. Here are the requirements. Difficulty level. If you pick a picture that has one scratch on it, I'm not going to give any points because it's way too easy. That doesn't challenge you at all. So look for something, scratches, rips, pen marks, things where it needs a lot of work. Cloning tool, that's what I'm looking for. I should be able to look at the image and look at cloning and patch and not notice anything. If I see anything that's over cloned or over patched, that's points taken off. You have to make it look as if it's brand new. Restoration, a good standard would be to see if you're doing this for a customer, would they be happy with it? So no spider webs, and I'll show you what that is in a second here. And then a before and after. Take your before picture, put it next to your after picture, take a screenshot, just as these students did as well, and then I should be able to see a dramatic difference. Real quick, with the spider web I'm talking about, that's these marks right here. We shouldn't see any of this crinkle. That takes some time, but at the same time, if you do it right, take your time, it's going to look like it's brand new. So that is the restored and brand new assignment. Any questions, let me know.